A crowd of pro-Palestinian supporters have moved off the promenade, the grass patch here in Sea Point. They've come across the main road, Beach Road here. I'm trying to understand. We'll walk with them to just have a look, see what's happening. We know we tried to speak to Mandela earlier on because he was trying to calm down the situation, telling us that he will speak to the media a little later on. The scenes, of course, were quite tense. We've seen the police using the water cannons as well as stun grenades to stop the chaotic scenes that we witnessed earlier on. I'm trying to get in here at the moment to understand what the leadership are telling the supporters. Let us just try and hear what they're telling the supporters. Of course, we see the beach road is blocked at the moment, and chants coming from the Palestinian supporters association. At the moment, one which is being monitored quite closely by the various law enforcement agencies. In front of us, you'll see some of the leadership of the pro-Palestinian supporters working to assist in taking the protesters off the roadway and making their way back to the grass verge of the promenade. We see a gentleman with a loud hailer. I'm trying to walk closer to hear what he has to say. Let us just hear what he has to say.
You're not serving the interests of the resistance nor of the Palestinians. You're not understand. Go back, please. Go back. Go back.
So just what we're hearing there on the loud hailer is one of the leadership telling the protesters that by blocking the roadway, they are not assisting the people of Palestine or the cause, asking people to be disciplined. I'm trying to listen to what he has to say. Let us bring him back on screen again.
I'll give a lecture next time about the topic. Just move back, please.
Free Palestine!
So the messages here from what I think are some of the ushers are requesting the supporters to clear the roadway, calling on discipline from the pro-Palestinian supporters at the moment who made their way across Beach Road to outside a block of flats. I think some of the residents were from the block of flats behind me. I speak under correction, but they've since cleared part of the roadway, still standing on the island in the middle of Beach Road now, with leadership trying to get the supporters back onto the promenade, the grass verge here in Sea Point. We'll just take a walk and show you that these are the scenes happening at the moment. A short while ago, we also saw Mandela trying to urge the pro-Palestinian supporters to move back from the police lines. I tried to do an interview with him. He said to us they'll speak to the media a little later on. Of course, we will be keeping an eye on what the message will be coming through from all the other leadership. But at the moment, I can tell you that Beach Road in Sea Point is closed to traffic, and we're going to take a walk just to show you along the scene what is happening. People are still gathered here. There behind us in the distance, you'll see that the police, law enforcement are keeping still a close watch on what is happening. A much calmer situation at the moment than what we've seen earlier on this afternoon. those chaotic scenes of stun grenades and the water cannon being used on protesters as they advanced forward towards the police line. Of course, all this has the root in a planned prayer service by a group of various church denominations would have come together for a prayer service, and the hundreds of pro-Palestinian supporters then converging on the promenade, preventing that service from going ahead.
Vanessa, if you can hear me, I mean, I know that you were trying to speak to Mandla Mandela a little bit earlier on. Have there been any updates as to arrests that had been made, and are there any injuries, visible injuries from people since the water cannon and stun grenades had been used? What's also occurring on that front?
Look, what we are doing is we are trying to make contact with SAPS, with SAPS, to confirm whether indeed there have been any arrests. I know one lady mentioned to me that someone was taken in. I'm not quite sure whether that was an actual arrest or whether the person was just being removed from the scene. We are speaking to the SAPS at the moment for confirmation on whether indeed there have been any arrests. I haven't seen anybody physically injured, but having said that, I cannot confirm at this stage because, of course, it's a large number of people and we haven't managed to obviously get everywhere at the same time, but I haven't seen any physical injuries. I can tell you that quite a number of people were in the line, I would suppose if one can call it that, I'm so sorry, of the water cannons that were used earlier on. See an ice cream vendor standing here on the promenade. Of course, this area usually a quiet one where families would come and stroll along the promenade, come and picnic here. Beautiful Atlantic Ocean to our left-hand side. Of course, a very popular destination for people to come out and enjoy the scenery. Of course, today we've seen this promenade with scenes that we don't usually see here in Sea Point, especially not on a Sunday afternoon. But we will definitely keep our ear to the ground, and when Mr. Mandela and other leaders do indeed address the media, we will try to get their reaction and also solutions to what for a long time this afternoon appeared to be an impasse with the protesters refusing to budge, and we'll bring you that information as and when it becomes available.